Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, November 16th, 2023. It is, what time is it? 8:33 in the morning. That's what my watch says. Okay, so what I've got for you for this video is part 2 of the introduction to the heart of the artist. This section is called the melancholy temperament. For centuries now, scholars have been fascinated with the artistic temperament. It started with the ancient Greeks, who divided human personality into 4 main categories: choleric, sanguine, phlegmatic, and melancholy. Aristotle said that all extraordinary men, distinguished in philosophy, politics, poetry, and the arts, are evidently melancholic. As a result, people with an artistic bent were labeled as melancholy, which is somewhat misleading because not all artists are predominantly melancholy. I know quite a few who have only a few melancholy tendencies, and others who aren't melancholy at all. During the Middle Ages, melancholy was considered a physical disorder, and the church regarded it as a sin similar to slothfulness. However, during the Renaissance, melancholy made a comeback and was seen as a divine gift. Astrology played a large role in Renaissance thinking. A person's behavior was determined at birth by his or her planet's conjunction with other celestial bodies. Saturn was the planet for the melancholic. Someone born under Saturn would be either sane or capable of rare accomplishment, or sick and condemned to inertia and stupidity. The capability for rare accomplishment obviously made the melancholic temperament quite fashionable during the Renaissance. In fact, it was written that a veritable wave of melancholic behavior swept across Europe during the 16th century. The more eccentric an artist was, the more he or she was considered a genius. In spite of this rather exalted view, which continued well into the Romantic period, the melancholy temperament has always had its share of negative press, even at a time when the melancholy temperament was in vogue. There were those who were expressing concern. Writing in the year 1586, Timothy Bright described the melancholy person as cold and dry, of color black and swart, of substance inclining to hardness, lean and sparse of flesh, a memory reasonably good, if fancies deface it not, firm in opinion, and hardly removed where it is resolved, doubtful before and long in deliberation, suspicious, painful in studies, and circumspect, given to fearful and terrible dreams, in affection sad and full of fear, hardly moved to anger, but keeping it long and not easy to be reconciled, envious and jealous, apart to take occasions in the worst part, and out of measure passionate. From these two dispositions of brain and heart arise solitariness, mourning, weeping, sighing, sobbing, lamentation, countenance, demise, and hanging down, blushing and bashful, a pace slow, silent, negligent, refusing the light and frequency of men, delighted more in solitariness and obscurity. Not a flattering picture, is it? Even today, there's a certain stigma attached to the melancholy temperament. Whenever I read about the temperaments, the melancholy temperament is always approached with a great deal of ambivalence. The other three temperaments come off smelling like a rose, while the dreaded melancholy temperament sounds so awful. We're often so we're often seen as analytical to a fault, moody, unsociable, and overly sensitive. What bothers me most is that if you get labeled a melancholic, it is automatically assumed that you are some maladjusted emotional misfit. Okay, so that is all I've got for you for this video. If you like this content, like this video, or comment below. I would like to know your thoughts or anything that you would like to add to this. Now, don't forget to go out there and rainbow it. Flood the world with love, peace, joy, and charity. Thank you, and have a good day.